going to demonstrate some installation techniques for the I style and U style key blades for the YotaMD key fob kit. This is the YMD1, so fits Land Cruiser, FJ Cruiser, and a lot of Lexus models from '98 to about 2007. So we've got a few components here: plastic pieces, hardware, titanium. Then of course we've got our keys and our remote, which we've taken from our existing key. So to start, we'll focus on the I style. This is the more common of the rare keys. So let's empty out our hardware and our titanium. Alright, so we've got all our pieces out. Our small titanium piece. Insert that there. Remote. Actually, before we do the remote, let's do the pins. You can do the pins after, but it's a little easier to get to the pin holes with the remote out of there. Tweezers are good here, but I'll show you it can be done with your bare hands. Okay, so those are in place. I'll carefully install the remote. Now we're going to put our key in. And depending on your key thickness, you may be able to put this in at the end too. So you could do it now or you could do it later, but we'll do it now. Note the orientation here. The pins are on the sides of the very top of that key blade. They do not go into the slots. They'll be real loose if they're in the slots there. So the pins go against that top edge of the key. Take our large brace, and our backing plastic piece. Now I've already got some of the nuts in here because I've been playing around with it, but yours you would need to put in the nuts there. I'm going to start with the center screw down here. I'm not sure if that'll show up on camera, but you can see that the hole is lined up pretty well. If you need to move it up or down, just move that up or down. I'll take one of the small screws, and I'm just going to get this started. I'm not going to tighten it all the way. There it is. Okay, so we've got that threaded in and started. Now we'll do the other ones. Okay. Alright, so we're done there. This top one. Okay, so now everything is started. We've got everything squared up. Now I'm going to go back and tighten up this center screw. And you can be pretty tight with that one. I'm getting these tightened up as well. And now you can verify. Check your wiggle there, and that's pretty tight. So that's the I style. That's the install procedure. Now I'll take this apart and we'll demonstrate the U style. Okay, U style key. This is the difficult one, but it's still plenty doable. So what we need to do is use our extra nut. You're going to have 4 in the package. You only need 3 for the other styles. But for the U style, we're going to use this 4th spare nut. And what we're going to do is place it into that hex hole there. Get the remote in. Now we're going to take our key and just place it into its location there. And make sure that there's some overlap with the nut and then that U shape of that key. The key has a flat back and then one side with a notch. So make sure that that flat side is face down here for this step. You want that nut to be pushing up against the flat of the key blade. So now we just install like normal. Now I'm going to start with this center screw, and I want to get it started on that nut. And it's not going to have a whole lot of thread engagement to begin with, so just a couple turns and that should be it. So don't tighten it now, just get that started. And now we're going to do these other case screws. So there's one, this guy, there's two, okay, so we got everything started. Now I'm going to tighten these. And I'm going to get them pretty snug. I'm going to go to their final tightness. Okay, so those are installed. Now we go back to this guy. Now, you want to push the key and make sure that the key is in as far as it can go. You want to push that key up against that screw. And now we just tighten this. And what that does is that nut is now sandwiching the key blade, and it keeps it real firmly in place. So that's how you deal with the U key. It's a bit of a pain, but certainly manageable. And now you should be ready to enjoy your new key. If you've got any questions, comments, let me know. My email address is on the business card in the package. Otherwise, enjoy your new key.